بالتعاون مع المندوبية الجهوية للتربية بتطاوين، إذاعة تطاوين تقدم إذاعة البكالوريا. إذاعة البكالوريا اليوم مادة الانقليزية مع الأستاذ الحوات.
Good evening to everybody. Hello to everybody. You are listening now to Tataouine radio program with the back student, broadcasted in English language, and it's presented by Mr. Hawat, a teacher of English language in secondary schools. Hello again. I would like to remind all the listener and mainly the students that, as Rita McBrand said, the language is the roadmaps of cultures. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. And you know that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, said in one of his speech, learning a nation language is a protection of their evil. So the meaning here is to study other language other than your mother tongue language. Why? Is especially to know other cultures and to get an idea about civilization and histories of other nations, and to be able to communicate with its people. And one of these interesting languages is the English language, which is becoming spread all over the world, and it's nowadays the language of technology, maritime, and space. So I advise my students and all the pupils in Tunisia to focus on their studies and do not neglect any school subject, and mainly English. I think it's the easiest language to be quickly understood. So today I'm going to deal with some language tasks, vocabulary and grammar. And since it is the first radio program session with the back student, first I will focus on some vocabulary tasks, and then we move to the grammar tasks. Okay? I'm going to start with vocabulary, and it's about some vocabulary mentioned and dealt with Unit 2, Education Matters, in the back student book. So first, I will start with the first activity. So please be ready. Take your pens and your sheets and write down. Okay, so I will read the first task. So before that, let me tell you what are the different types of vocabulary tasks that may be dealt with in your textbooks. Okay, so listen please. The first activity is to match equivalent. So here we have two columns, column A and B. So I read the words in column A, and then I read words in column B. So try to match equivalents or synonyms or words that have the same meaning. Okay? Number 1, wealth. 2, nutritious. 3, boost. 4, on roll. 5, a priority. 6, bully. 7, appeal. 8, assess. 9, merely. 10, maturity. 11, adapt. 12, odd. 13, depict. 14, jail. And 15 qualified. So this is the list of vocabulary in column A. So column B, we have A, adjust, B, describe, C, nourishing or healthy, D, a very important thing, E, full growth, F, riches or being rich, G, evaluate, H, prison, I, unfamiliar, strange or queer, J, increase, improve or make better, K, register or enlist, L, attract, be attractive to someone, M, frighten or hurt a weaker person, N, skilled, and O, simply. I repeat the words. Column A, wealth, nutritious, boost, enroll, a priority, bully, appeal, assess, merely, maturity, adapt, odd, depict, jail, and qualified. Words in B, adjust, describe, nourishing, healthy, a very important thing, full growth, riches or being rich, evaluate, prison, unfamiliar, strange, queer, increase, improve, make better, register, enlist. Attract, be attractive to someone, frighten or hurt a weaker person, skilled, and the last word is simply. So please try to match the words in A with their equivalents in B. So I give you 2 minutes and then we have to answer. Okay. Number 1, wealth, and we can say wealthy people. The wealthy people are the rich or being rich. So 1 can be matched with F. 1 plus F. Number 2, nutritious. And here we can talk about nutritious food that contains all the vitamins. So it can be a nourishing food or healthy food. Okay? To boost, if you remember, this word appeared in lesson 1, module 2, if you like, when we talk about the WFP, which is the World Food Program, and its role is mainly to provide poor children with good education and healthy food. Okay, so children are given food mainly at school, so they attend their classes. So they attend their classes, and here we can talk about the number of students in a class increases. Okay, so boost is to increase, improve, or make better. Number 4, to enroll, and we can talk about school enrollment. So enroll is to register or to enlist. Number 5, a priority, and we can talk about some areas are considered as areas of priority, or we can say they are the deprived areas. Okay, so here the equivalent word for a priority, important thing. Number 6, bully, and we can talk about bullying, and mainly bullying at school. So bully as a verb is to frighten or hurt a weaker person. To frighten or hurt a weaker person. Number 7, appeal. Appeal is to attract or to be attractive to someone. To attract or to be attractive to someone. Number 8 is assess. Assess, the verb to assess, noun, assessment. Okay, to assess is simply to evaluate, and you know, some students are assessed via tests. It means they are evaluated via tests. Merrily as an adverb is simply, merrily. Number 10, maturity, to be mature. To be mature is to be physically and mentally ready. To be physically and mentally ready. So here maturity is full growth. 11, adapt. Adapt is simply to adjust. To adjust. Odd as an adjective, is being unfamiliar, strange, or queer. Being, I repeat, being unfamiliar, strange, or queer. And we have one of the language tasks is to circle the odd man out, and the odd man out is the strange man or the strange word that does not belong to the group. Okay? Depict is to describe. To depict is to describe. 14, a jail. The jail is simply a jail or a prison. And the last word, qualified. Qualified is to be skilled. Qualified person is a skilled person. Okay? So this is for the first task. Okay, task number 2, we are still dealing with vocabulary. So the question is, match words from both columns to have meaningful expression. We have column A and column B. Okay, so I read the words in column A and the words in column B. Number 1, virtual. Virtual. Number 2, online. Online. 3, time. 4, educational. Educational. Number 5, class. 6, conventional. And 7, lifelong. I repeat, words in column A, virtual, online, time, educational, class, conventional, and lifelong. Column B, education, learning, teacher, learning, system, commitment, and school. I repeat again: education, learning, teacher, learning, system, commitment, and school. So please match a word from column A with a word from column B to get a meaningful expression. I give you 2 minutes to do it, and then we will answer the question. Okay, let's answer. Number 1, we have virtual as an adjective, virtual, so we need a noun. So we can talk about virtual school, virtual school, virtual school, or online school. Number 2, online, online, online learning, learning, online learning. It's learning through internet, through internet. Number 3, time commitment. Number 4, educational system, educational system. 5, class teacher, a class teacher. Number 6, conventional education, conventional education. And the last one, 7, lifelong learning. Okay? Okay. The third type of vocabulary task is to complete the table with the appropriate word form. So you are given the verb and you have to look for the noun from this verb. Okay, so we have 2 tables also: verb, the list of verbs, and then we have number 2 is the nouns. So I read the verbs in column A: to dissuade, to bully, to deny, to provide, to attend, to suffer, to enroll, to expect, to nourish, to reduce, to assess, and to register. So I repeat again, and let me explain the meaning of some of these verbs. So to dissuade, so it's the opposite of persuade. To persuade, and persuade is to convince, and to dissuade is to persuade someone not to take a particular course of actions. Dissuade. Okay, number 2, to bully, and then we have bully as a bully and bullying. To use the meaning of bully, we say, is to frighten or hurt a weaker person. Number 3, to deny is to refuse or to reject, or to refuse. Okay. Number 4, to provide. Okay, to provide means to give. Number 5, to attend, and here we have to attend school. Number 6, to suffer. To suffer is to experience or be subject to something bad or unpleasant. To suffer is to experience or be subject to something bad or and pleasant. To enroll, so we said to enroll is to register, to enroll in a virtual school, for example. To expect is to foresee. To nourish is to provide with food or other substance necessary for growth. To nourish is to provide someone with food or other substance necessary for growth. And number 10, to reduce is simply to decrease or to minimize. To decrease, to minimize, and to make something smaller or less in amount, degree, or size. To assess simply is to evaluate. To evaluate. And the last one is to register. Take your time, then think about the word form. Okay, so let's answer. So we have to dissuade, a verb. The noun is dissuasion. Number 2, to bully. The noun bully. To deny. Word number 3. The noun denial. To provide, provision. To attend, attendance. To suffer, sufferance. To enroll, enrollment. To expect, expectation. To nourish, nourishment. To reduce, reduction. To assess, assessment. To register, a register or a registration.
Blessed is your face, blessed is your name, my beloved. Blessed is your smile, which makes my soul want to fly, my beloved. All the nights and all the times that you cared for me, but I never realized it. Now it's too late. Forgive me. Now I'm alone, filled with so much shame for all the years I caused you pain. If only I could sleep in your arms again. Mother, I'm lost without you. You were the sun that brightened my day. Now who's gonna wipe my tears away? If only I knew what I know today. Mother, I'm lost without you. أماه يا أمي، وشوقاه إلى لقياك يا أمي. أمك 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 قول رسولك، في قلبي في حلمي أنت معي يا أمي. رحتي وتركتيني يا نور عيني، يا أنس ليلي، رحتي وتركتيني، من سواك يحضنني، من سواك يسترني، من سواك يحرسني. عفوك أمي سامحيني.
Okay, hello again. Okay, I will move to some grammar tasks, and today I bring with me some language tasks taken from the baccalaureate exam June 2019. Okay, so I will deal with task number 1 and 2. Okay, so in task number 1, the question is to fill in the blanks with the 6 words from the box. So in the box we have 8 words. The student have to choose only six words. So before, if you like, putting the words in the right place, so what should we do? So here we have to read the list of words and classify them. Okay, what are they as a part of speech? Okay, this is number 1. Number 2, you should read the whole paragraph. You do not read sentence by sentence, but try to read the whole paragraph to understand the meaning of the whole paragraph. Okay, so first let's read the words in the box. Number 1, brilliantly. Brilliantly. So brilliantly, it's an adverb. An adverb. So we have brilliant, the adjective, plus ly, we get the adverb. Out. Out is an adverb too. Number 3, disparate. Disparate, adjective. Begun is a past verb. Inventor, a noun. Fascinated, preservance, a noun. And the last one is study, and the study here is a noun, and it can be a verb. Okay, so first let me read the whole paragraph to understand the whole meaning of the paragraph, and then we have to fill in the blanks with the appropriate word. So I read, I love sciences. I have been blank by the idea of becoming a scientist since I was a little kid. So, choosing business as a field of blank was something that I really felt passionate about. It was not only because owning a business was interesting to me, but also because portraying myself as a risk-taking blank was appealing. Full stop. Being from Honduras, a poor Latin American country, didn't hamper my blank and full stop. Despite the security of resources, comma, I blank to teach myself computer science and digital electronics. Full stop. This is how I blank came up with the I bought an inexpensive eye tracking system that costs less than $300. I read again the list of words in the box and the paragraph. Brilliantly, as an adverb, out, an adverb too, disparate, adjective. I read again the list of words in the box. Brilliantly, an adverb, out, disparate, began, inventor, fascinated, perseverance, and study. I read the paragraph now. I love sciences. I have been blank by the idea of becoming a scientist since I was a little kid. Full stop. So, choosing business as a field of blank was something that I really felt passionate about. It was not only because owning a business was interesting to me, but also because portraying myself as a risk-taking blank was appealing. Being from Honduras, a poor Latin American country, didn't hamper my blank and full stop. Despite the scarcity of resources, I blank to teach myself computer science and digital electronics. This is how I blank came up with the I board and an expensive eye tracking system that costs less than $300. Okay? Take your time and fill in the blanks with the appropriate words. Okay, let's answer. I love sciences. I have been fascinated by the idea of becoming a scientist since I was a little kid. Okay, so here we have been plus past participle. So the tense mentioned here is the present perfect and the form is passive by the idea of becoming a scientist. So we need a past participle. So choosing business as a field of was something that I really felt passionate about. So choosing business as a field of study. So here we need a noun. A field of study was something that I really felt passionate about. It was not only because owning a business was interesting to me, but also because portraying myself as risk-taking, and a blank here, risk-taking inventor was appealing. A risk-taking inventor was appealing. Being from Honduras, a poor Latin American country, didn't hamper my perseverance. Okay, here we have my, which is a possessive adjective, and after a possessive adjective we need a noun. Okay, so being from Honduras, a poor Latin American country, didn't hamper my perseverance, and perseverance here is my determination. Despite the scarcity of resources, to teach myself. So here we have a subject, we need a verb, and we need a past verb, and the past verb here is began. I began to teach myself computer science and digital electronics. This is how I blank came up. So we have the subject I, the verb is mentioned in the sentence, came, so here we need an adverb. This is how I brilliantly came up with the eye, bought an inexpensive eye tracking system that costs less than $300. Full stop. Okay, let's see another type of language task. The question: put the bracketed words in the correct tense or form. So I read again the whole paragraph as we do in the first task, and then we have to put the bracketed words in the right tense or form. Sandra was at work when she fainted for the first time in her life. Doctors were called, and the tests they performed, between parentheses, show blank heart problems and high blood pressure. Full stop. The heart specialist told her that if she didn't change her lifestyle and lose weight, it, between parentheses, take blank years of her life. Full stop. She decided right then to take action. She wanted and needed to be, between parentheses, health blank for her children and grandchildren. She knew she needed help to make the many necessary changes to have a good lifestyle, so she, between parentheses, choose blank a commercial weight loss program with individualized support and started her new life. Through the support of the program, she lost 42 kilograms. Since then, she has been invested with more energy to, between parentheses, full blank, enjoy her family, full stop, support from a personal consultant added to her husband's, between parentheses, assist, helped her change her habits for the better, full stop. I read again the whole paragraph. Sandra was at work when she fainted for the first time in her life. Doctors were called and the tests they performed, between parentheses, show blank heart problems and high blood pressure. The heart specialist told her that if she didn't change her lifestyle and lose weight, it, between parentheses, take years of her life, full stop. She decided right then to take action. She wanted and needed to be, between parentheses, health blank for her children and her grandchildren, full stop. She knew she needed help to make necessary changes to have a good lifestyle, so she, between parentheses, choose a commercial weight loss program with individualized support and started her new life, full stop. Through the support of the program, she lost 42 kilograms. Since then, she has been invested with more energy to, between parentheses, full blank, enjoy her family, full stop. Support from a personal consultant added to her husband's, between parentheses, assist, helped her change her habits for the better, full stop. Okay, take your time and put the words in the right form or the right tense. Okay, let's answer. I read. Sandra was at work when she fainted for the first time in her life. Doctors were called and the tests they performed showed heart problems and high blood pressure. So showed, the tense here is the simple past. Why? Because all the verbs in the sentence are in the simple past. So we have when Sandra fainted and doctors were called. So here the verb is in the simple past. The heart specialist told her that if she didn't change her lifestyle and lose weight, it could take years of her life. So in the sentence we have the use of if, the conditional type number 2. If she didn't, if plus simple past, we get in the main clause would or could plus verb without to. So it would or could take years of her life. She decided right then to take action. She wanted and needed to be healthy. To be healthy and healthy here is an adjective. For her children and grandchildren. She knew she needed help to make the many necessary changes to have a good life style. So she chose a commercial weight loss program with individualized support and started her new life. So we have started is in the simple past, so she chose and all the action took place in the past. Through the support of the program, she lost 42 kilograms. She lost. So Sandra chose, started, and she lost. Okay, all the verbs are in the past. Since then, she has been invested with more energy to fully enjoy her family, to support from a personal consultant added to her husband's assistance or assist. So here we need a noun. We have husband's, the apostrophe s plus a noun. Husband's assistance, or the assistance of her husband, or the assist of her husband helped her change her habits for the better. Okay, full stop. Thank you very much and see you again. So I'd like to invite all my colleagues in the teacher of English language in Tataouine to join the radio program broadcasted in English, and it's for the back students, so you are welcome. Thank you very much.
بالتعاون مع المندوبية الجهوية للتربية بتطاوين، إذاعة تطاوين تقدم إذاعة البكالوريا. إذاعة البكالوريا اليوم مادة الانقليزية مع الاستاذ الحوات.